So this is a sacral heart reading for your sacral chakra and your heart chakras. It's a collective reading. And I'm reading for the Remember Who You Are deck and the Wisdom of the Oracle Divination cards. This is a collective reading brought to you by Intuitive Tea by Tiana Taylor. Here, we shall get to be collective on this sacral work. We are shuffling. We are waiting for the big one to just pop out and tell us what the another pop out and show it is. Pop out and show. Pop out and show. Oh God. That was a lot. We're not reading all that. Eight cards is insane. 8 cards because it wants me to put 2 down for each set. That's wild. So I guess we're doing a full fucking reading because Spirit said, no, bitch, you know you read for all the elements, not just one collective reading for all of them. So let's continue to pull from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 3 more cards to come out and scream at us. That's 1. I feel like when there's a surprise in the shuffle, like in the face when you're shuffling, even if you can't see the cards, you still know it's like, oh, they didn't plan that. And I always appreciate that because all right, so for the element of Earth, we have, so Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We have for our sacral chakra reading, we have By the Book and Celebrate Yourself. By the Book is this of wisdom and Celebrate Yourself. This to me for sacral energy for the earth element signs is to explore the Kama Sutra, but find out where you actually like what you like. Don't just be a lay there ass bitch and not participate. Explore the who? Buy the book, like explore the Kama Sutra, but figure out what you like. I feel like there's a lot of people pleasers that fall from this and don't really have a pleased that they like, and I think that needs to be explored and celebrate yourself. Like, not so much worried about somebody else's nut and get your own. This is a sacral one because that leads up to resentment. You know, you do all this performance for other people and then you never get it, and then you're like, oh, I'm celebrating me. Like, bitch, you should have been every single time you participated in a nut. I just find that to be important. Treasure Island, confidence comes with action. So actively participating and celebrating yourself, there is a pot of gold, a whole treasure island to be found and explored. So I was not lying when I said stop worrying about them other people. Find something about yourself, okay? Next we have Earth, then we have water signs. All right. So in our sacral space, we have to be fair and ask for what you need. The first thing I got from this in terms for water signs was giving Pillow Princess in the sacral areas. From the connections of your friendships you expect to be doted on or be your ass kissed or people not ruffle your feathers, all the way to your relationships. Like, ask for what you need, not for what you want, because there is a clear difference. Because even though you have your hand out all the time, and it takes you for a little bit to realize, in being fair, you actually are getting nothing of what you need and just what of what you want. So really reflect on that, and be in reciprocity. Asking for what you need is giving a little bit more of one, reciprocity, being fair, as well as like we all want for things, but we can also do those things for ourselves or find other ways. And then in the heart space, we had orphaned and live every day with purpose. If we do not find this fairness and understanding the difference between needs and wants, we will have nothing. Our heart space will be an empty space. And this well, this bird lady is perched on top of a well in her nest, and that bitch is empty. Because if it was wet, sis wouldn't be there. And live every day with purpose. This reminds me of Dr. Manhattan, and he was not of this earth. And why I say Dr. Manhattan? Because he supposedly had like the best pipe game known to the, those peoples. And where was he at, though? They were phoning him, and it's definitely given orphans. So you may be, one who have enjoyed yourself, but you really aren't there and aren't present, and it's giving Black Mirror. Next we have earth, water, fire. We have time to go. We need space to come into ourselves. And how do we transform our stories and what we can be between worlds? So these are our sacral chakra cards for the fire signs. Time to go. And we need space to come into ourselves. That means heavy on the, when exit stage left, when you can do yourself better than the connections that you're participating in. And we're talking for more than just the and physical of connections. If you found no benefit, no greater of a exploration of you, no invitation to find and meet yourself deeper, as well as find vulnerability and connection with someone else, it is time to fucking go. You're better off finding this space within yourself. Take a time fucking out and light your own motherfucking fire. Flick your own motherfucking bick. Okay? And then we have between worlds. How do we transform our stories into what we can be? Between worlds, between realms, this heart space. If these connections aren't calling you to bring back from the ethers something out of this world, then it's really not for you, and it's gonna die out. That is like putting a cover over the candle flame, not providing any oxygen. You're trying to starve me, bitch. No inhales, no exhales are occurring here. It has to, though, because it's the heart space and it's made of air. So when that is provided, but not too much fucking air now for the fire signs, how can we transform our stories into who we can be? We're not blowing out the candles. We're keeping the candle alive and not playing it as a trickster candle, because those aren't fun either. Because people be huffing and puffing and trying to blow the motherfucking house down. And that's not what you were meant to be doing. Lastly, air signs. We have let go of unrealistic expectations and time for a nap. Whether it's you or it's other people, when in regards to you, if they have unrealistic expectations or they're sleeping on you due to unrealistic expectations, their loss. You have to realize when it's time to rest, because you can't bang people's heads against the truth of the matter. And you can't bang people's heads against the scales that hold those truths, that weigh those truths. And that energy, that flow, that lightness, but it can be thick. It can bring gusts. It can bring what it needs to bring. That's sacral work though. So that connections aren't the ones, and that's okay. Next we have for air sign, air element signs. Feel joy in just being and not for you. So that's a fortune cookie. So that's something that I'm gathering. Feel joy in just being and not forcing. So understanding that, yes, you do desire and you do want, but not in the right person, wrong time, not in that type of vibe, just the not right now. And I think we discredit the reality that because we are of multiple, some parallel, some intricate and intersecting universes, that we are fulfilling things or having fulfillment in things and trajectories of other universes, of other components. And especially as air, that feeling of fullness but also of release and emptiness needs to be felt in the moment, and to know that it's able to keep growing. That was weird. Oh, and I feel like I need another card for that one. That one. The air one, that last one, is just about the other. Unfinished symphony. I was on point with that. Definitely on point with that. And that's giving, and I'm also want to say this because I feel deaf in one ear. Beethoven wrote some of his greatest shit after he lost his hearing. So that motherfucker was in other realms, in other worlds, and air and divinity was coming through. Yes, yes, yes. Unfinished symphony. That's what just came through for that. And just being. Us in another lifetime, next lifetime. That song by Erykah Badu / Tiana Taylor when she redid it. Those are all, that's that energy right there for heart space and the air signs.